Hello students, welcome to Study Circle. This video is intended for those students who are going to appear for CBSE class 12th board exam for history subject. So this video is for revision purpose and is the best video for your whole chapters revision. So without wasting much time, we are going to start the video. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe and like and share. So first is from the Harappan archaeology, that the period of civilization and subsistence strategy. So, Indus Valley civilization was divided into three different periods, that is early Harappan culture, mature Harappan culture and late Harappan culture. Secondly, the archaeological evidence such as includes house, pots, ornaments, tools, shields, stones, weights, great bath, figurines, baked bricks, etc. What are the features of Harappan culture? There were evidences of agriculture and pastoralism. Settlements were small and most of the houses were small as there was no evidence of any big building. There was evidence of large scale burning at some sites indicating abandonment of settlements. And what are the features of mature Harappan culture? That the Harappan civilization is sometimes called the mature Harappan culture to distinguish it from these cultures. Some important sites includes like Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Dholapira, Banavali, Kalibangan, Rakhigari, Lothal, Chanudharo, Kodijji, Sutkagindar, etc. are example of mature Harappan culture. According to archaeobotanists, the diet of Harappan includes plant, animal products as well as fish. Grains found at the sites include wheat, barley, lentil, chickpea, and millets. And according to archaeologists, animals like cattle, sheep, goat, buffalo, and pig were domesticated. Bones of animals like boar, deer, alligator have been found, but they might have been hunted by Harappans or exchanged with other hunting communities. The method of sowing the seeds was not clear. It is important that it was not clear. Pictures on bull on seals and terracotta sculpture indicate probable use of bull and oxen for plowing. Models of plow made of terracotta found at Cholistan and Banavali suggest their use of plow and the two sets of furrows at right angles, which suggest simultaneous growth of multiple crops. Archaeologists have tried to identify the tools for harvesting, whether the stone blades were used with wooden handles or metal tools were used. Most of the sites could be found in semi-arid region, indicating the practice of irrigation. Traces of canals have been found in Sortughai in Afghanistan only. So you have to remember that the traces of canal only found from Sortughai in Afghanistan. Wells are used for irrigation and water reservoirs found in Dholapira, Gujarat. It suggests the storage of water for irrigation. So, storage of water is that evidence found from Dholapira, Gujarat. Come to the next topic, that is Mohenjo-daro, a planned urban center. What is in this topic is that the first site to be discovered was Harappa, although Mohenjo-daro was the most well-known site. The most striking feature of the Harappa civilization was its town planning. The city was uniform in its planning and construction. Mohenjo-daro was a large city and was divided into two sections. There were citadel and the lower town. The citadel was built on high platforms of mud bricks and consists of large buildings and was surrounded by high walls separating it from lower town. Lower Town was much larger and was a residential town. Many buildings were built on a high platform, and it appears that the settlement was planned and all the building activity within the city was restricted to a fixed area on the platform. Mud bricks were uniformly used of the same size in length and width. Another distinctive feature of Harappan cities was the drainage system. The roads and streets were in grid pattern intersecting at right angles. It looked as if the streets were laid first and then the houses were built so that the domestic water from every house flows into the street drains. Lower Town gives information about the types of residential buildings. There was courtyard in center where all activities like cooking and weaving were probably carried out during hot weather. There were no windows and the main entrance does not give a direct view of the interior. This gives a clear evidence of their concern for privacy. Every house had its own bathroom, staircase, and well, and citadel was used for public purpose, which includes a warehouse and a great bath. So, the Great Bath was walled water tank probably used for a special ritual bath. Archaeologists generally use various strategies like burials to find the social and economic differences. Some burials have also been found in Harappa. The dead were generally landed in pits which also contained pottery and ornaments indicating a belief in afterlife or life after death. However, in general, Harappans did not bury precious things with the dead. Another strategy to identify the social differences is to study artifacts classified as utility and luxury. Some objects of utility and luxury were found. Daily use objects are categorized under utility items like needles, pottery, corn, stones, etc. And luxury objects were rare and made of costly non local material that is called pots of faience, etc. Come to the topic 3, that is trade, commerce, and politics. The Harappan were gifted with great talent regarding craft industries. Chanudharo settlement was devoted to craft production using variety of material. Specialized drills have been found at Chanudharo, Lothal, and Dholavira. The archaeologists usually identify the centers of craft production by raw materials such as stone nodules, shells, copper ore, tools, rejected and waste materials. Though tools and implements were made of stone, they were aware of gold, silver, copper, lead, and bronze. Ornament making was noteworthy occupation of the Harappans. A large number of Harappans were engaged in this craft at Mohenjo-daro, Chanudaro, and Lothal. Variety of precious stones like carnelian and jasper, metals like gold, copper, bronze, and shells, faience, terracotta, or burnt clay were used to make beads. The shell objects were made at coastal settlements like Nageswar and Balakot, finished products taken to urban centers such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Harappan culture acquired material for craft production from various parts of subcontinents as mentioned below. So copper from Rajasthan, Khetri, statite from Gujarat and Rajasthan, lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, Shortughai, and gold from South India. In Harappan civilization, inter-country communication with Oman, Bahrain, and Mesopotamia was done via waterways. A terracotta model of ship was found at Lothal, indicating that external trade was carried using ships and boats. Small and heavy weights plus metal scale pans had been found. Seals and ceilings were used to facilitate long distance communication. The Harappan script remains undeciphered till date. It was not alphabetical and it includes many signs. Some archaeologists stated that Harappan society had no ruler and everybody enjoyed equal status. But some archaeologists feel that there was no single ruler. Other historians feel that there was a single ruler. Given the similarity in artifacts, evidence of planned settlements, standardized brick size, establishment of settlements near source of material, hence the last theory seems plausible. So now come to the next topic, topic 4, that is the end and discovery of the civilization. There exists evidence that by 1800 BCE, most of the mature Harappan sites that were excavated had been abandoned. There was expansion of population into new regions of Gujarat, Haryana, and western Uttar Pradesh. There was a material cultural transformation in Harappan site occupied after 1900 BCE in weights, seals, writings, trade, and craft. These were termed as late Harappan or successor cultures. Climate change, excessive floods, shifting or drying of rivers, deforestation were some of the reasons for the decline of the civilization. John Marshall was the Director General of Archaeological Survey of India who certified discovery of a new civilization in the Indus Valley. A Harappan seal was given to Cunningham, the first Director General of ASI who began excavation in the mid-19th century. Another important name is Daya Ram Sahni and Rakhal Das Banerjee were two archaeologists who contributed more in the discoveries of the Indus Valley civilization. R.E.M. Wheeler was a British archaeologist who introduced military precision to the practice of archaeology and use of scientific method in archaeology. The Harappan inscription do not help us in reconstruction of civilization as the script is not yet deciphered. Archaeologists try to reconstruct the Harappan history with material evidence like tools, pottery, ornaments, household objects, etc. The problem of archaeological interpretation are most evident in reconstructing religious practices, which include terracotta figurine of women regarded as mother goddess, priest king, ritual significance of the great bath and fire altar. Animals seen like unicorn, a figure shown cross-legged in yogic position regarded as proto-Shiva, some chronic stones objects have been classified as lingas. Archaeologists have often found and classified discoveries based on the known among unknown, for example, corn stones, acid pours, proto-Shiva symbols, etc. Many important sites of Indus Valley civilization are localized in Pakistan. Indian archaeologists are trying to find new sites, and this process is still continuing. After many decades of archaeological work, we have good idea about Harappan economy, social differences, and how the civilization functioned. Many questions are still unanswered, and when the script will be deciphered, we may have more knowledge about the civilization. The discovery of the civilization is of great significance in the Indian history as it has pushed Indian civilization to some 3000 years earlier, making India as one of the ancient countries. So now we have to know the important terms of this chapter. First is culture. Culture is the term used by archaeologists for a group of objects distinctive in style, usually found together within a specific geographical area and period of time. Statite. Statite is a mineral talc medium for carving for the past 1000 years. Gharial. Gharial is the fish-eating crocodile. Furrows a narrow groove made in the ground, especially by the plough. Saddle corns are the stone tools for grinding food and also called corn stone. Analogy means similarities or comparison. Grid means intersecting each other at right angle. Isometric means separate. Hoards. Object kept carefully inside a container is called hoards. Faience. A material made of ground sand or silica mixed with color and gum. Nodules. Nodules means small pieces. Minuscule means tiny. Riverine root on the river bank. Magan is the Oman. Chert, the hard, dark, opaque rock composed of silica. Por is the fort or rampart. Dilmun is the island of Bahrain. Stratigraphy. Stratigraphy means analysis of the order and position of layers of archaeological remains. Kiln, furnace for burning baking clay. Unicorn, one-horned animal, particularly cattle. And shaman, a person who claims magical powers. Now, know the important dates. Before 2600 BCE, that is called early Harappan culture. 2600 BCE to 1900 BCE, it is mature Harappan culture. 1900 BCE to 1300 BCE, it is later Harappan culture. 1875 CE, that is Alexander Cunningham submitted report on Harappan seals. 1921 CE, that is excavation began at Harappa by M.S. Watts. 1925 CE means in 1925 CE, excavation began at Mohenjo-daro. In 1946 CE, excavation at Harappa by R.E.M. Wheeler. In 1955 CE, excavation began at Lothal by S.R. Rao. In 1960 CE, excavation began at Kalibangan by B.B. Lal and B.K. Thapar. In 1974 CE, exploration began at Bahawalpur by M.R. Mughal. 1980 CE, surface exploration began at Mohenjo-daro by German and Italian archaeologists, and in 1986 CE, excavation at Harappa began by an American team. 1990 CE, excavation began at Dholabira by R.S. Best. So, know the personalities. You have to know the important personalities that is related to the excavation of Harappan civilization. First one is the Alexander Cunningham, the first Director General of Archaeological Survey of India in 1875. Ernest John Henry Mackay, another archaeologist from Bristol known for its excavation and studies of Mohenjo-daro and other sites in Indus Valley civilization. So this is the revision notes for your chapter 1, that is Indus Valley civilization. Hope you enjoy this video. Meet you in the next video. I will upload soon the next video. So if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Share your feedback. Thank you.